Hello, this is Ed from East West Bushcraft YouTube channel, and I'm in the woods again today, and I thought I'd bring you along to show you how I process cedar bark and use it for firelighting, and it can also be used for cordage, many other things as well, but they're the primary things that I use it for, and I thought I'd show you how I do it. So once you've identified yourself some cedar trees, you may find a few dead ones, and these are the ones that I'm after. See, cedar bark, cedar trees are very good for having an inner bark that could be used for other crafts. However, that's really good from like trees cut down in early summer type thing, and you can peel the bark off and stuff. That's not what I'm after. See, what I'm after is I'm actually after dead ones that have been dead for a little while already, like this one here. This is a young one. There's a few more here. There's loads around, and what I can do now is I can get my hands underneath some of that and I can peel it off in sheets. Now the first one wasn't really playing ball, but the second one I walked up to, as you can see, I've got quite a lot of it. And a lot of those would be like long continuous fibres, which is why it'd be good for cordage making as well. What we don't want is the outer bark. The inner bark's there. Now what we'll say is this bark is a bit damp, so I might continue looking for some more, but I'll keep this because it may be damp. It doesn't mean I can't dry it out in my pocket for a few hours. What I can do is essentially snap them off and peel off some of the outer bark. See all the fibres in there. Now all those fibres run, you see all the lines? Run all along this. And that's what we're after. So I've been walking around for a few hours now to help dry it out. I want to add that there are other species and other trees with inner bark that you might be able to render similar results with, but we'll just focus on this one. As you can see, even in my pocket, it's just fluffed up somehow, and you can see where that surface area is coming. And what we're going to do with this one is we're going to try and process it down into fine fibres and create what's called a bird's nest. And then from that we can create fire. So I'll just try and process some of this down. See all the fibres beginning to expose there. It's getting there. Keep going. And obviously we can add more. And so it starts off quite well together, and then just simply shaking it, roughing it up, starts to expose those fibres. All those fibres makes very good string as well. Getting distracted. So there we go. You make that's a small one. Make a little bird's nest. There's lots of fine fibres in there. Now, roughing up with your hands is not the only way you can process this into like finer fibres. If you wanted, you can use your knife as well, and you get some of the. I've got some fresh stuff here, so I'm going to fluff that up and show you how you can do that and render similar results. What you can see is with using a knife, it's produced a finer result, a more consistent result as well. I've got less chunks in it. The advantage is you're obviously using a tool and you can blunten it over time, and it just means more maintenance. And you saw how kind of easy the hand method was, just to rough it up. But either works great. What I could do is I could put that in the center of the other one, so I could do a combination of both techniques. So what I've done is I've gone and put that fine stuff in the center, and that's how you'd make a nice little bird's nest. It's quite small, this one, but there's a good chance it'll work. And obviously you could put other things around the outside. What I haven't told you is this doesn't excel with a open flame. So how it works is you put an ember in there. So you can get your ferro rod, you could blast it in there, scorch an area, and eventually create an ember. If you do get any flame on there, you might get like a flash tinder type thing. So all these ultra fine bits, yeah, they might set a light, but it doesn't really catch a light. It works really best when you put an ember in there. Using a bit of charcoal, coal fungus, some other fungus, chuck it in there, and then you blow into a flame. So all we're going to try and do is try and do what I would consider the hardest method, and that is just try and ignite it as it is with a ferro rod by creating an ember and then blowing it into flame. So if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.